This terrifying tale is a true experience from Mr. View, who encountered a horror he would never forget and brought it back to share with us. It is the legend of the House of Vengeance, a seaside home with a history painted in darkness, filled with greed, desire, and murder, until it became a forbidden zone where the living cannot stay and the dead refuse to leave. Let's go back in time to a seaside community. There stood a large wooden house built in a unique style, half on land, half over the water. The front of the house rested on solid ground, while the back extended into a long balcony jutting out over the sea. Standing tall against the crashing waves and monsoon winds, this house belonged to an aunt, a senior relative of Mr. View himself. In the eyes of children or outsiders, it might have looked like just an old, lonely wooden house by the sea with a desolate atmosphere. But in reality, decades ago, this place was at its peak as a famous gambling den. Gamblers from all directions flocked here, seeking fortune. Little did they know, this place was built for one purpose only: to make them lose everything from the very first step they took inside. The aunt who owned the house didn't just use tricks or cheated cards to run her casino. She used black magic. She employed the dark arts to ensure the house always won. Every direction of the house, the entrance, the beams, the pillars, the corners, was inscribed with spells and hidden with cursed objects to suppress the luck of the gamblers. Anyone carrying good luck charms or holy amulets would find their power drained the moment they walked under the doorframe. But the most terrifying method she used was a ritual called feeding the ghosts. Every year, a grand ceremony was held to offer food to wandering spirits and ghosts without relatives. But this wasn't an act of charity or making merit. It was a hiring process. She was hiring these spirits to dwell there, to guard the house, and to cloud the minds of the customers, making them reckless until they gambled away their last penny. A memory that many people saw until it became normal was the sight of incense sticks being lit and planted upside down into the ground. This is a forbidden act, a direct invitation for malevolent spirits to enter and possess the land. The house became packed with negative energy and hungry ghosts. However, the true beginning of the horror didn't come from those wandering spirits. It was born from a death that happened right inside the house. In the era when the casino was booming, conflicts over money, cheating, and betrayal were inevitable. One day, a violent dispute broke out between the house and a debtor or a gambler. Consumed by anger and the dark power she wielded, a cruel order was shouted from the mouth of the aunt. "Deal with him." The sound of a gunshot rang out, echoing through the wooden walls. It was a trade, a bullet for a man's life. His life was extinguished right there in that house. His lifeless body wasn't given a proper funeral. Instead, it was concealed, hidden, or destroyed to destroy the evidence, ensuring the gambling den could keep operating. No one knew that the spirit of the dead man, filled with intense rage and vengeance, was still there, standing, watching everyone with hatred, waiting for the day to take everything back. Time passed. Eras changed. The gambling den eventually closed down. The liveliness faded, leaving only silence and decay. The aunt grew old and had to live in that large house alone. Specifically, at night, she slept on the second floor, which was made of old wooden planks. It was during this time that the law of karma